Chrisean Rock, the controversial figure known for her turbulent relationship with rapper Blueface, has once again found herself at the center of a firestorm of criticism. This time, the spotlight is on her parenting choices, or lack thereof, regarding her young son, Junior. What started as whispers and viral clips from live streams has exploded into a full-blown public reckoning, with social media users, family members, and even strangers weighing in on what they see as blatant exploitation and neglect. The incidents unfolding over the past few weeks paint a picture of a mother who, according to detractors, prioritizes her own quest for attention and financial gain over the well-being of a child who clearly needs stability and care. It's a story that's equal parts heartbreaking and infuriating, one that underscores the dark side of fame in the age of social media. Let's rewind a bit to set the stage. Chrisean has long been a polarizing presence online. Her high-profile, on-again, off-again romance with Blueface brought her into the limelight, but it was her decisions as a mother that truly ignited widespread debate. Initially, she vehemently denied that Junior had any special needs, dismissing concerns as mere gossip or haters trying to tear her down. Fast forward to now, and the narrative has shifted dramatically. Videos and eyewitness accounts show her parading the toddler through chaotic live streams, environments ill-suited for a child with evident developmental challenges. Critics argue this isn't accidental. It's a calculated move to boost her visibility and monetize the sympathy or shock value that Junior's presence generates. Streamers, eager for the engagement spike that comes with Chrisean's dramatic entrances, reportedly pay her extra to appear, turning Junior into an unwitting prop in this digital circus. The tipping point came just a few days ago during an appearance on Blackboy Max's live stream. From the moment Chrisean stepped into the frame, alarms went off across social platforms. Junior, strapped to her or held awkwardly in her arms, appeared utterly disoriented. His little head lolled from side to side, eyes glazing over as if the barrage of lights, noise, and unfamiliar faces had overloaded his senses. Observers were quick to point out how out of place he seemed, wandering aimlessly when set down, staring blankly at the ceiling as if detached from the world around him. One viewer captured the sentiment perfectly. Why on earth did they allow her to bring that baby on stage? The child is blind, staring straight up at the ceiling, laid back in the chair like he's checked out. It was a scene that screamed discomfort, yet Chrisean seemed oblivious, more focused on bantering with the host and soaking up the attention. As the stream progressed, things only deteriorated. In one particularly jarring moment, Chrisean unceremoniously plopped Junior onto a couch mid-conversation, his tiny body bouncing slightly as she turned to engage in a heated exchange with someone off camera. His head flopped back, limbs splaying out like a discarded doll. The applause and music thumping in the background only amplified the absurdity and tragedy of it all. What am I not supposed to be? Someone in the clip can be heard saying, the words garbled amid the chaos. Chrisean responded with a mix of defensiveness and nonchalance. Hold on. Wait. Sit down. We got on the same outfit. It was as if she were treating the whole ordeal like a casual hangout, ignoring the boy's visible distress. He fidgeted, tried to make sense of the whirlwind, mumbling fragmented questions like, "Are you from the phone?" Innocent queries lost in the din. Social media erupted almost immediately. Clips spread like wildfire on TikTok, Twitter, or X, as it's now called, and Instagram, with users dissecting every frame. "This so sad. Somebody please save Junior," one comment read, racking up thousands of likes. Another highlighted a moment where Chrisean, noticing Junior's zoned-out stare, resorted to roughly rubbing his face to snap him out of it. Her hand moved with an intensity that looked more punitive than nurturing, scrubbing at his cheeks as if erasing a smudge rather than comforting a confused child. "She gone rub that baby whole face off," a netizen quipped, blending horror with dark humor. The consensus was clear. This wasn't parenting. It was performance art, and Junior was the unwilling star. But here's the kicker, this wasn't a one-off lapse in judgment. Chrisean has a pattern of hauling Junior into these high-energy, unpredictable settings, despite repeated pleas from online communities to leave him at home. People have begged her publicly, "If you know folks are going to talk about your son in the comments, then why do you keep bringing him along? Make it make sense." It's not like he enjoys it. The boy's reactions, flinching at the cameras, withdrawing into his own world, suggest the exact opposite. Yet, undeterred by the backlash, she doubled down. The very next day after the Blackboy Max fiasco went viral, Chrisean popped up on another stream, this time with Day Frost. Junior was right there again, mirroring the previous day's confusion. snapping in and out of focus, his expression a mix of bewilderment and exhaustion. During the Dave Frost appearance, the conversation veered into Chrisean's personal struggles, cancellations, rough patches, the works. And then we came together, an expletive. The Lord, she rambled at one point, crediting some divine intervention for pulling her through. But the optics were damning. Junior sat there, a silent bystander to her monologue, while the stream's energy pulsed around him. Viewers couldn't help but draw parallels to a prior incident on Desh's stream where a caller had straight up labeled Chrisean a demon and a bad mother. Her response? She hopped on Instagram Live, urging followers to stop judging her and pray for her instead. The plea fell flat. Girl, bye. Ain't nobody praying for you when you're literally exploiting your son for clout, one reply shot back. The irony was thick. If prayer was the ask, why keep thrusting Junior into spaces where judgment and potential harm was inevitable? The drama didn't stop at these streams. It escalated into outright neglect allegations during a Twitch session gone wrong. While broadcasting, Chrisean stepped away to argue with Blueface, yes, from jail, leaving Junior unattended in a car parked outside in the sweltering heat. The toddler's cries pierced through the audio, prompting her to bark at a Twitch staffer, about to put a baby in the car. Is that okay? Do you mind taking them to the car? She offloaded the responsibility without a second thought, prioritizing her feud over her child's immediate needs. The live audience didn't hesitate. Reports flooded in for child endangerment. Twitch swiftly banned her account, a rare win for accountability in the creator economy. Of course, denial followed suit. Chrisean returned to social media, spinning a tale of innocence. 2. I did not leave my child in no freaking car. He was outside where everybody was standing. There was multiple people sitting around his stroller waiting for me to get off the phone because my child father is over here being demonic. She rattled off her support system, Pastor Mike, Tim Bone, Arisa, anyone who could vouch for her setup. I have help. I have a lot of support that's there for my son. I don't have to pay for anything. Diapers, wipes, clothes, you name it. But the video evidence contradicted her every word. Viewers had witnessed the handoff, the cries, the indifference. No, I'm not homeless. That's the other thing. Stop. Y'all weird, she continued, lashing out at accusations of instability. She touched on past smears, doubts about paternity, claims of substance abuse, but it all rang hollow against the live footage. This Twitch debacle is just the latest chapter in a saga of family dysfunction that's been simmering for months. Chrisean's reliance on relatives for childcare has backfired spectacularly, most notably in a standoff with her sister, Tarini. It began innocently enough. Chrisean agreed to pay Tarini $15,000 to watch Junior for a set period. When the time elapsed and Chrisean didn't show or pay up, Tarini kept the boy, footing the bills out of her own pocket. Days turned into weeks, and tensions boiled over. When Chrisean finally arrived empty-handed, Tarini refused to release Junior, leading to a police call-out. What followed was chaos. Officers arrived to a locked door, Tarini barricading inside, and eventually a physical scuffle as they intervened to retrieve the child.